traverse.
Alright. What is going up, guys? This is the Flamespot here. Looks like I am ready to go and start. Let me just do a quick mic check now. Alrighty. Seems like the music's a little too soft. Oh, might have just been because the song was ending. In any case, so you might have heard that I am, or you might have seen the title, that I am developing a new game. Now this game is called Armorer, or actually that's just a temporary name right now. Honestly, I don't know what to call it. It could be Blacksmith, it could be Crafter, it could be something else like that. So pretty much it's going to be a crafting game, or a, let's see, actually I want to try to play this song. And skip the first 3 minutes. There we go. Hopefully this is something pretty cool. Not sure if, I'm pretty sure this is also copyrighted music, but you know, whatever. It's from a game from 2012 called LEGO Universe. I played it, it was amazing, loved it, and it shut down. So maybe since it shut down, it's might not get taken down, especially since LEGO put out the official soundtrack on YouTube a few months ago for its 10th anniversary of being shut down. No matter, like I said, we are making a game called Armorer, and pretty much I already have all the rules written, well, not all the rules, but I have a lot of the rules written out, and actually, I can pull them up for you since I've, trying not to show my computer screen, but, let's see, did it work? No. Okay. I was trying to do hotkeys things. Oh, wait. Hotkey did work. It did work. Look at that. So now you can actually see the Google Drive file. So I use pretty much Google Drive for all my things, and you can see I came up with this idea last night. Like, I was about to go to bed, and I was like, you know what? Dragon Quest XI mixed with Minecraft, and I can make myself a nice crafting game. And then also another game called Moonlighter for, I think it's not only for the Switch anymore, but like all these ideas just came to my mind at the same time. And I was like, you know what? I can make a crafting game. And so where you have materials, you craft something like armor, and then you sell it for money. Obviously, you can see that I have like a thing. I listed out the main gameplay, what the goal is, along with all the crafting rules and selling rules. And now I also have a bunch of decisions that I will ask you guys later. If we get anyone in the chat on the stream, you guys can help me decide these things. I have an idea where I want this, like some of these questions to go, but if anyone else wants to like add on to them, then you guys can. Alright, I am going to go back to this one. Just send me back to what's my paper. Yeah, look at that. Hopefully I didn't give away anything on my while I shared my screen. If I did, oof. If I didn't, whatever. Yes, you can see my profile picture. Alright, so pretty much what I'm going to be making is just a crafting system. So, like I said, I was really thinking about like how to craft, and like how to make it look nice. So I have the mechanics, and it's going to be using dice again. Everything uses dice pretty much in my games, or chance, or dice, coins, random, chance. That's pretty much most of my games. Since it's like facing against a computer. Most of my games will be like facing against a computer or against some random thing, and instead of normal PCGs, which you have a game master, let's just say, who controls the scenarios and what happens with each decision. Yeah, I like to keep mine based on a little bit of chance. No matter. So back to the crafting thought. Minecraft really does make it so that whatever you craft looks right. And I really didn't want to do a Minecraft like clone or anything. However, their armor, like how you craft their armor, it's just good. It's like 5. If you've never seen it, I'll use a new piece of paper so I can just draw in here. So it's a 3x3 grid. And pretty much, in order to make a helmet, you put one resource here, 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 and here. So it takes 5 resources, and you can see that when it all matches up, it makes like a rectangle with an open bottom, and I mean that would look like a helmet a bit in a way. So I got like a Lego helmet right here. You can see that it's covered on all sides except for the bottom. So it just makes sense that to make that resource, oh, you guys can't really see the paper that well. In order to make the resource, you need that many resources and all that jazz. The next thing would be the torso. So I'm just gonna take apart this poor minifigure, and so we have this. Now, in Dragon Quest XI, torsos are pretty much just 2x2, so just like a box formation. However, in Minecraft, it shows armor as if it's like a chess piece, pretty much. because that's what it is. So we got our 3x3 grid. And it takes 8 resources, and it fills in everything except for the top block up here, which is pretty much where your neck goes, or like your navel, your chest. And so you can see it forms like a solid square at the bottom, and then 2 shoulder straps over the top. And I guess that's kind of the same thing with this. The shoulder straps would be for the arms on each side. Obviously, the most of the chest is, you know, the chest, and then the top part is the neck. So that makes sense. For Minecraft for boots, it is 2 on each side, and those are just supposed to be like you making 1 boot, then 2 boots, with a gap down the center, which is where your legs go. I guess you. Well, this is actually for pants. So, okay. So for pants, it uses 7. And so it pretty much forms minifigure pants, as you can see. You got each leg, and then the waist area. Boots, I mean, I just showed you that. And it's just 4 resources, and I mean, it would just be for the bottom 2 boots right here. I can't really show that one with Legos. And then a different thing that's not really in Minecraft or accessories, but those are all in Dragon Quest XI, which is why I was like also thinking of that too. And you know, they're relatively small. I mean, this could be even looked at like a weapon. It's like a little staff charm thing. So I was just thinking all accessories can be just very small, and in our 3x3 grid, it really only requires 2 resources since it's small and it doesn't need much. And then maybe accessories, they could all be made of the same material, or they could be made of different materials, such as this one would look like it has a steel and a ruby on top. Or it could just all be made with the same material. And so those are just some decisions that we get to make during this video. However, I think I'm going to keep it where for at least the armor and the accessory, everything has to be the same material. Now, what do I mean by materials? So that's actually pretty much the main part of this game where you get your replay value in it, in which there are like 15 different types of materials. You can see, I'll bring it back to my screen. I clicked the wrong one. There we go. So, yep, you can see on the screen. It starts with the lowest material is hemp, then it goes wood, leather, scale, metal, bronze, tin, iron, steel. I don't know if tin is supposed to be like first before bronze or after bronze. I don't remember which one is like the softer one. And it doesn't actually have to be softer. I mean, it could be literally anything. Iron, steel, blue steel, Damascus steel, silver, which I think silver is softer than steel. But whatever. Titanium, mithril, and then fairy stone. You can put a bunch of like whatever stones that you want afterwards. If you just want to suggest some random resource that sounds cool, we can add that to the list. And so pretty much the point of this game, there's 2 points, and that's one is just to make a lot of money by selling these armors, and then the next point is to pretty much just unlock everything, unlock all the armors, keep on going to more and more rare armor, since you can see that each one is going to cost a lot more. I don't think I'm going to keep these buy values. I want to make it like exponential in a way. I know that's not really to an exact pattern in this form right now, but I didn't want it to be too easy to get to the next rank. Maybe early on you can, but then afterwards, a while, then it starts building up all the money. It's hard to do. Or I'm thinking about using like solid numbers, so just sticking with 1, 5s, 10s. Instead of going with these like 6, 4, 2. That just might be a lot to keep a hold of. Definitely whenever you play this game, you're going to need a calculator. Or you can, I mean, if you're really good at math, I mean, that works too. but calculator is definitely recommended, or like a phone with an app, calculator app on it. Even your computer has calculator on it if you have that. Or you can, never mind. Yeah, so just an easy calculator. So pretty much how this game is going to work is that you buy materials, and so a hemp is 1 coin, and then if you look back at our research at our templates, yep, you can see that it requires 5 materials to make a helmet, 7 materials to make pants, 4 materials to make boots, 8 materials to make chest pieces, and 2 to make your accessories. And then also weapons, I think, are going to be added in. I think I decided that these are going to be like achievement based for weapons, and then they sell for a lot. But you unlock each weapon individually instead of unlocking other things some ways. Well, let's see. So pretty much what I'm here to do is just to, I guess I'm going to draw like the title screen, armorer, make it look like a recipe book. That's what I'm thinking, that's what I'm going about, stylizing. I'll do all the number crunches, so like the buy and sell values on my own, like outside the stream, since that probably won't be entertaining, and like balancing and such. But here, probably make the title screen, make a good looking template screen so you can see all these. Maybe make some of the weapon recipes. I have like one written down for a blue spear, and we'll see where it goes from there. So we'll start off with our I guess we'll just start off with our title screen. So it's going to be called Armorer. I'm trying to think like what, either like I want it to look like a recipe book, since this is like a book of recipes, and you have your recipes in here that has your templates, and then you have like for each recipe you need to unlock recipes by unlocking different materials, or you need materials to unlock the recipes. It's in the rule books. I wrote it down last night. Like I said, it was right before I was about to go to sleep. I was just like, ooh, this can do this and this can do this. So I should probably proofread all what I wrote in case if there are very bad spelling and grammar problems in there. So I'm thinking it's going to look like a book. I'm going to put an anvil on here and maybe a hammer, and it says Armorer on either the anvil or the hammer. Unfortunately for me, I don't really remember how to draw any of those things from memory. I don't know. But I can try, so. It might be like more of a sketchy, not like sketchy as in like suspicious, I mean sketchy as in like a sketch drawing, which is not bad. So I guess I should take more of the screen, or more of the picture. Of course, I just explained all that just in case if anyone wanted to rewatch the actual stream. And then now we're gonna go on to see this. So, I mean, the book has a binding. I don't remember if it's like curved. I know there's like a curved part, but it's gonna be face down. Actually, let me get a book. I have books like right behind me. Give me 1 second. Alrighty, got my book. You can see it's called Last Stands. It's actually pretty interesting. Did my music cut out? No, it's just a soft song. Okay. Pretty interesting book. Just a bunch of like famous battles that pretty much changed all of history culturally. However, I'm gonna take the top of it off, and you can see. So yeah, there's like a little bookmark almost revealed where I am. So I know it's that bookmark. So yeah, you can see it's like curved right there. It's pretty much curved along the entire side. And then it has that divot. I just do like a small, make it look slightly curved, or creased at least. I put in multiple lines. I don't know if this is going to turn out well or not. And actually, before I draw the lines, I'll just continue on with drawing this straight out. You guys cannot see this that well. So in terms of the music, I looked to see if the Lego made it copyright free, and I came upon an article, because the game is gone and they released the music, and I came upon an article that said all properties are still owned by them. However, and it was like they emailed Lego and saw that. However, that was again back in 2012, whenever the game was just shut down. So I don't know if I still don't know if this is allowed or not. I'm thinking it's not, but it's pretty good music. I don't know what's currently on. It's just the entire playlist that I downloaded from YouTube. Another hint in this is probably that they said you can pay for it on certain websites, or you can stream it for free on like Spotify. So I don't know. Maybe it's good. Maybe it's not. Maybe I should have made like those indents like inside instead of the outside. Because I feel like this is gonna look a little weird now. Because this is just for the binding. And I probably should measure out to make sure that these lines are actually straight and not curved, but eh. I don't know, it looks like a good book to me. Oh shoot, I need to make it 3D. That'd probably make it look cool. Let's see. How do you make books look 3D? I guess like that. Looking at it from this angle, I guess it's supposed to be more of a straight curve. And then I guess 2 more lines down here. I guess I have to actually make this one 2 as well. Can't really see that well. And then I guess I can make this like a little jaggedy edges with all the different pages in it. I don't know, it looks like a book, right? I guess I can add like a few straight lines inside here. I figured this would probably look better on non-notebook paper. I probably should have made it non-notebook paper, but it's way easier to do grids on this. And you know, I'm going to be drawing a few grids for those crafting systems later on. So we got, you know, the basic book right now. Actually, I can probably make this taller. That might give me more out of focus. Yeah, I don't think I have good quality right now on the stream. Or maybe that's just my phone, because I'm just like watching my phone as well. Make sure the stream is in a decent enough quality. Okay, that looks fine. 480. Alright, next to draw is an anvil. Lucky for me, I have a nice Lego anvil literally right here. I guess I can get rid of the book now. So, let's see. I have a base going up. Do I also want to have the hammer on it, actually? Like, I'm thinking, if I draw a hammer, should it be, like, up and, like, sideways, or should it be diagonal going down on the anvil? See, I also have a Lego hammer as well here. And I'll probably just follow this design anyways, because I've seen, I mean, I know what actual hammers look like, but I've seen a few other hammers that look like this in some games and such. I'll put the anvil down here, because I'm debating whether to put, whoops, there went my pencil, the title of the game on the hammer or on the actual anvil, because it might look cooler if it's on like this flat part of the anvil instead of this part of the hammer, like the handle, since the handle will be just very small and we might not actually see it that much. So I'm thinking I'm going to put it on the side of the anvil. But in that case, I want the anvil to be more centered, and the hammer is going to be more out of sight. We'll just draw the anvil. I'm thinking I'm going to do it that way. And obviously the anvil's not going to have that little clip at the top. That's just for Lego in case if you want to actually forge a sword with like imagination and such. So, anvil. I'll go here, and then I'll slope downwards a little bit. You know, I think drawing is also way easier with line, because you can, like, you have, like, little references. I mean, all these lines, like, if you can think of a grid in your head, you can make these lines pretty easily. Nah, I think I should start the slope there. It doesn't really have to be too steep. Maybe it should be steep. I don't know, I might actually even just erase this and draw it back. Let's see, that was 1.5 right there. So you can see, like I'm saying, it's 1.5 of these like grid squares from where I started. So to make it even, I just go 1.5 back. So I should end up right on the line. I did not draw that well. Oof. One guy I was watching left. Whatever. You know, I thought this looked like a solid anvil, but now that I'm looking, it's not. It's getting less and less there. I think it's just too skinny. I might have made it too skinny. These sides are only supposed to go out for a little bit. I don't know, I can probably write armorer inside that right there. That's not that bad of a size. And you know, I might even draw a fire down here because you know, stoking a fire is a main game part, or a main part of the game. So now bubble letters or bubble letters or just stick. I don't think I can draw. Maybe I should do like a scratchy. I don't know, because I'm thinking like in terms of a book, usually they want it to look nice. However, it might not. Hey, the guy left a like and left. That's nice. Oof. Been streaming for 42 minutes already. I only have one page. I know like the first 15 were pretty much setting up the stream. And, And then I explained all the rules after that, which is funny, since I'm going to have to do this again for another video. Do that as well. There we go. So I'm thinking of like doing like a scratchy, write it in, as if like some nerd was just like, oh, I want to be called the Armorer, and they thought it was cool, and so they like scratched in their own name into a crafting recipe book. And this is actually perfect because I can write by Flamespot as if it's a book. Well, let me just think. I don't think I could actually fit it in bubble letters. I mean, I probably could just as well as just writing it regularly, but all caps. Nah. You know, I might even be spelling armor wrong. I should actually probably just make sure. Okay, yeah, I'm right. That's a long R. I'm trying to get more jagged edges for these letters as if they were like cut in and not round. These are always hard to do. I might delete that and I might erase that and redraw it. That's not looking that good. But for now, this is what it is, and I'll just write Flamespot down here. One line, two, just one. There we go. Now it's time for the hammer. You know what? Actually, I will draw the hammer striking down on the anvil. That might be too long. Let's see. Yeah, that is a pretty large hammer in comparison to the, I'm gonna delete that, or erase that. That's a large hammer compared to the anvil. And I just realized I don't have my eraser, so I'm gonna go get that. Alright, got my stuff. Yeah, so anyone who's just watching the stream just like after the fact, I know it might be a little early, especially for people who work, but I work night shifts, so I miss everyone else's streams. And then of course my streams will have to be at a weird time. So it's unfortunate, but mornings are pretty much the only time when I can actually do anything. afternoons I am busy with other things. And even most of the time, I think I'm supposed to be doing something else right now, actually. However, I really just wanted to stream since I already had my setup from last night. I guess it wasn't last night, it was yesterday morning. Let's see, because that's supposed to be an angle. I want to get this like straight. So like making that completely perpendicular. Actually, why don't I just do it like that? This does not seem like that would be straight, but I guess it is. Nah, that just looks so weird. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. Do that, make this a little bit, actually no, I'll keep the angle. I know this stream is just gone from making this whole game to just going down and trying to make the right size for a hammer. This has to be perpendicular with that. Leave it. Off the screen, or off the book cover. Just what I wanted. That's pretty much, that looks good enough. And now you can just draw sparks. Know what sparks would look like. Just gonna draw a bunch of lines, hopefully. And I probably should do like a bunch of small dots. That's probably more like. Like a wrapping around it. Keep it tight. And that's just probably going to be the cover page right now. It's not that impressive, but I might add in some more details later. Pretty much we just get a book, a recipe book. So let's go on to the next page, which is going to be the crafting page. Now, should I keep it as if it still looks like a book and like have open pages, or should I just My computer's showing me something completely different than my phone. Oh, because it's not live. Okay, that makes sense. Well, let's see. make it keep looking like a book or not. Because all I am going to do is pretty much just draw these guys next. So, I mean, I can add. So it's not going to be that impressive of a page, so I think I should just continue making it look like a open page. Since the content itself of the book is not too exciting. However, it's cool that it is still aesthetically to the theme of the game. Thumb just moved down here. Yep. Go down here. Bring the book back because it's gonna be open, so I'm thinking I'm gonna have to do like a diagonal. So I guess I can do like a small crease and maybe a shade. This will be diagonal down here. I'm trying to get a lot of the page in, so maybe I should erase this so I can give myself more room. So it goes all the way to the end. I might just redraw this page. This might just be like a rough draft even. Especially since you would see I don't think I drew this line straight somehow. Eh. That, and I did not mean to cut that off at the end. Actually, I might want to lower this a bit more since this is going to be the bottom. And if we look at like the book right here, it has a crease that goes around the bottom. And this is just not enough room. It's going to be a full page. I'm taking out to make a page. I'm making the page to make the page. Yeah, I'll go down to the bottom. Oh, not that guy. Does this music not make you want to take on an entire army? I mean, if someone played this, I'd be ready. I don't know what I'd be ready for, but I'd be ready. Like the thin paper part. And this is going to be straight off the page. It's binding. It's a thick binding. And how it looks up here is actually the binding just comes out of nowhere from the top. So let me draw. Oh, the crease is not right here. It's actually inside more, where the webbing, the actual spine of the book is. I guess this won't make it look any medieval anymore, since I guess it was all leather bound. Maybe not. I'm not sure about books back then. But looking at books now, there's like a little gap back here, and this is where paper starts. It's just like a little dark gap there. Might be a little distracting, actually. You might not actually see. The parts on either side. It's not supposed to be straight. It's supposed to be straight, but it's not. It's like supposed to be a slight curve. And then draw my books. Alright. And then the actual crease goes up here. I know that's not the song anymore, but it sounds cool. So, I keep on seeing like so many things about drawing and how to draw better and all sorts of things like that. And I just say tracing is one of the best things ever, or copying, well, not tracing, but, you know, having a reference and then just copying exactly what it is. So that's what this book is right now. I'm just copying the book and what it looks like. So if you can ever find, and that's what I did with this cover, you know, I had the Lego anvil and the Lego hammer, and guys can't see the lights in the way. But, you know, I pretty much just copied that. Oh, that looks weird. But I'll keep it for what it is. You know, I'll even make this red line. It's like a bump in the book right here. I don't know if that's like water damage or something. But, add that guy in. A couple more wrinkles. Some wear and tear, some extra creases. I wonder if I should just like draw some squiggly marks over here on this side. I might do that later. This looks, I mean, this looks like a book itself. Now we gotta put like chapter. I'm not gonna put chapter, I'm just gonna write templates. Probably could have measured out the center for this. Templates. Templates. That is not centered at all. Oh geez, that actually looks bad. Oh, and I drew a P. Oh man. Let's see, let's actually measure now. So this is 2 centimeters from the end is where that one starts. Alright. There. So now that's 2 centimeters. And I just gotta eyeball it for the actual lettering. T is very far away, so is the S at the end. This is probably as good as I'm gonna get it. Templates. Close enough. I wonder what happens if I turn off this light. Okay, it looks way darker. Let me turn on another light, see if it counteracts like the super brightness at the top. Alright. On my phone it looks fine, but looking at the playback of my computer, it looks strange. It still looks bright. I think my computer is very, very far behind. Wow. Is my camera tilted? Yes it is. Just realized that now. Okay, now we're just going to make those 3x3 grids. So we need 5 of them. So we officially we'll have 4 for the armor. And I'm thinking, like, I should just put a box and then just have like the box equals resource. Because this is just a template just to show, hey, if you want to actually draw it out, you can. Because really, you don't even need the templates, since this is just shows you what it looks like. You really just need like the number of materials you need. So to craft a hemp helmet, you just need 5 hemp. To craft a iron boots, you just need 4 iron. You don't have to like put it in a certain way yourself. It's just to show this is exactly what it would look like if you were actually crafting it and like using an anvil and hammer. This is like the formation you would put it in to meld it all together. I mean, I already made the page, so I mean, I'm gonna do it. But yeah. And depending on how many pages I have, I don't think I'm gonna have that many for this book. I mean, I guess I could write in the rules. That would look cool. If I just kept on continuing like the pages, I can make like the book look smaller. So, I mean, I could write in the rules. Which would make it look cool. Tired. Let's see. Instead of just like, yeah, printing out the rules and giving to them. Oh, funny story. So I was noticing yesterday after my Too Hot stream that I'd never really remembered putting like the rules to Too Hot on my website, and I kept on saying, hey, the rules are there, you can check them out. And sure enough, I went into my website after the stream was over, and I saw that I didn't put the rules there. I was like, oh, well, that's a problem. It's 14. So I downloaded my rules off my Google Drive, and printed it. And I was like, alright, cool, I got that done. That's nice. And then this morning, right before I was about to start the stream, I was just thinking, you know what? I didn't see anything for Too Hot on my website. So, not my rules, nor my, well, okay, I saw the rules, but I didn't see the actual maps. So I just realized that I never actually put the maps to Too Hot on my website. And that's, I think that's pretty funny. Why am I'm not trying to center it that way, really. I guess I can write armor right below it. That would actually be... Because weapons is going to have its own page, and there's probably going to be like two different sets of... two separate pages of like a lot of weapons with custom resources. That's for armor, and I just really needed to get a so it's 14 inches across from page to page, which is really perfect. I didn't it's kind of cool that I managed to get that. So if I just do two of them on each one, well, the thing is, if I'm gonna make, you know, the grid, then I'd want to match it up, so it's 0.7 centimeters. So if I start at like, I mean, I just really need to start at the same location. There's no way that they're going to cross over with each other. So I'm going to start this first one at like 2 centimeters and just go 0.7, 4, 2. Well, okay, I screwed up my dots already. Two, 7, 4, 1. That's a 3x3 grid right there. I'm starting to reconsider the grid in terms of like this, because that's a very small grid. Maybe I'll double it, so 1.4 per, which means that I'll start with just a 1 inch on this side, and if it's too much space, then I can redo it. 1.4. Now it's like 2 large. You know what? That's actually perfect. 1.4. 141.1. I need 8 for this next one. So what I'm doing, I'm just doing like basic multiplication. So if each one is 0.7, multiply that by 2. So each one is going to be 1.4, and then 1.4 centimeters away, and then another 1.4 centimeters, 1.4 centimeters away. But just adding 1.4, 2.8. Well, wait a second. Did I do that wrong? They're all supposed to be 1.4. Alright. Yeah, okay, I did that wrong. Good job, me. I was still going by the 0.7 instead of 1.4. I'll just do it the easy way. It's only making a box 3x3. Oh, wish I had someone to talk to. Probably gonna just keep the stream going just for this page, and then I'll be done. 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 6. Yeah. I don't know. I might not even be able to fit all of these guys. I hope I am. Like if I use 6 again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh yeah, that'll definitely have room. That's straight? That doesn't look straight to me. Yeah, that doesn't look straight to me. 5 inches. Whoops. My way, the highway. Oh yeah, that's 1.6. That thing is that. Close enough to 1.4. Definitely 1.4. 1.6. 1.4. 1.4. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna just redo this one. Yeah, this game probably would have been way easier to do it detuned papers way, with his worlds, in which, well, I guess it's completely different than that, but you know, it would be easier to do online since I'm just using a lot of shapes that definitely have preset features and all sorts of any sort of you know, art tool. So it just feels so weird that there's so many lines in the way. Yeah, I definitely should not have used line paper now, since I'm not even using the lines fully. I'm not even using the grid. First guy is going to be right there. 1.4. And because I can't do it otherwise. And that's pretty good spacing too, I think. Guy 1.4. Oh dang, I went through an entire hour of LEGO Universe music. That's cool. Oh, ew. That might be way too large. I need to go pretty soon. I'll finish this template right here. And we'll see. Actually, I want to check something else. So I was wondering what the time difference is over here in India, and it's 9 hours and 30 minutes ahead where I am. So it's around, well, it's 9 o'clock there, p.m. It's interesting. Ah, great. Now it looks like the armor is not centered. Oh, jeez. Because I now centered the boxes. And now the writing's not going to look centered. Armor. Yeah, I'll just delete this thing. I'm not going to rewrite templates now, even though that might look a little bit too much to the left. But I already redid it once and it's already looking bad. Alright, well, like I said, I'm probably going to finish it off right here, and then I'll come back and, of course, you know, do this on my own. Never really came to, I'm just going to go with the rules that I had thought of last night. And I had a couple other things, and I'll actually say it right now. And I'll even put in the description, like all these things, in the description of this live stream. So please feel free to comment what you think about these things if you see this, or if you read it in the description. So, first decision. Alright, so let me go over the rules again. You start off with a certain amount of money and recipes for hemp. So I'm gonna switch back to here, and you can probably see everything. Yep. Alright. So, you start with a certain number of money, and I'm actually going to cut off the music right now. Cool. So, yeah, you start off with a certain amount of money, you buy this thing, you make a template with the armor, or you make an armor with the templates that you have, each thing. Pretty much what's going to happen, how you play, is that you get 2 fire stokes, and pretty much that just means 2 roll dice. So you roll the die, whatever number that lands on, it's that's how many like hammer strikes you're allowed to get in on the material. And so each on each template, well, pretty much for each material. So I'm actually going to have to expand this graph right here to how many hammer strokes each material needs in order to like harden or form it into the right size, which this incorporates into Dragon Quest XI. Pretty much like, so for each part of a helmet, you need 1 stroke of the hammer for each hemp part of the helmet. So if you roll a 5 just with 1 die, then that's 1 for each of them, and so that's a perfectly made helmet. If you get like 7 or something, then you pretty much damage 1 part of it, so it's like a 4-star out of 5-star rating. Or if you get only 3, then that's again probably 4-star out of 5-star rating. If you get a 1, then that's like a 1 or 2-star, or something like that. And pretty much the rating on how many hammer strokes you get with it gives you a quality star, and then you can sell like whatever material that is for that much more. And pretty much you're just going to keep on buying and selling your gear for more and more money and you can just keep on going up and up all of the full chain of everything. And so pretty much what I have questions for you guys is the crafting process. So I'm thinking there are 2 ways in which you upgrade to your next material. Either you sell enough of the initial material where you can buy an entire recipe book to get the next material. So so let's say you there's a wood, you have your hemp recipe book to start off with since you need something, and the wood recipe book is like 20 coins. So you get enough money to sell so that you have 20 coins now. So now you unlock the wood recipe book, in which case you can buy wood and then you can start making armor with it. Well, pretty much when you buy the recipe book, you get all of the items. Like, so you can make all the armors. So you can make the helmet, legs, chest, accessory, and boots. So that's one thing that we can do. Or, as you can see down here, you have to. It's like an experience system. So it's an experience system where you have to make the boots 10 times. You have to make hemp boots 10 times, and then you gain enough experience and you unlock the wooden boots that way. So you don't have to pay for it at that point, but you just have to constantly just make those over and over again so that you have the experience. Let's say it doesn't have to be 10 for the first one. It would be like if you craft hemp boots like 3 times or 2 times, then you unlock the wooden ones. And then if you make wooden boots 5 times, then you unlock the iron ones or whatever the next one was, or metal, I guess. And so it's more of an experience system, and so that will make the game longer and more achievement based, because you want, one of the goals is to just unlock every single recipe. And by buying the recipe book, you get all these recipes very easily, and you can go through all of the different items very fast. However, if you have to unlock each individual item based off how many times you've completed and mastered a previous item that you forged, then it would make it larger. And that sounds a little confusing. All my games are pretty confusing without actually a visualization. But I hope you understood that, and I'm going to write the written thing. You can see it right here written. I'm going to put it in the description so you can read it as well there. Next thing is, should weapons be achievement based? I'm thinking that I'm going to have that as a yes, because I was going to put, weapons as just another template for the same as armor, but I feel like you want to work for something else as well. So you can see the blue spear needs 1 blue steel, 1 iron, leather, and wood. So, as if you're making an actual spear. But the player also must unlock all items of this in the steel tree in order to craft. So this would pair with this the ore statement. So having them unlocked by only with experience from using the previous ones, because you want to get all of the items available, all of the crafting recipes available. And so if you get all of them, then you unlock a new weapon that you can sell for quite a lot of money, probably more than the actual armors of like blue steel itself. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna do that if I am going to do it this way. And now, should items have a random decreased value after each tier material is unlocked? So this is actually something interesting, so that people don't only upgrade. Again, a lot of these are pretty much just rules for the second scenario. If there's the first scenario, then this rule can still pair with that one. However, this is pretty much, actually no, yeah, this one works with both of them. So it's pretty much just to prevent people from only doing the accessories. So accessories, they only require 2 materials, so you might just want to continue grinding up just 2 materials, since I guess it's more risk versus reward. So the chest piece, it's worth 8 materials, so it's a lot of risk. But if you roll right and you get good, or get well, then you get a lot of money back. Compared with accessories, it's a small risk, but only small reward. And so, this would just be, you roll a 1, the price of boots are decreased or put in half or whatever. Roll a 2, price of pants are half, 3, chest value is half. So just in case, if one of those is like you get the accessories cut in half, value in half, so that you actually grind up for the other armor values, or you just don't make those this time, thus making it more risk that you need to put down. I don't know, it's just to change up the risk versus reward aspect. However, Fire Stoker is attained. Now, like I said, each Fire Stoker is pretty much a die that you roll, in which you gain more hammer blows. So how many times you use your hammer is whatever you roll. These are pretty important because, later down the line, you're going to need like values of like 20 or whatever, and you can't get 20 with only 2 die. You can only get 12. It's a 6 and a 6. So you're obviously going to need more die in order for each material. So I was just wondering how you get them. Should they be attained by achievements? So this could be after you unlock all of the armors, or after you craft all of at least one of every armor piece of a certain material once, then you gain a Fire Stoker. Or should it just be something else in terms of achievements? Or should it be random? So like after you craft an armor piece, roll a d6, and if you get a 6 or a 1, then you get a Fire Stoker. And pretty much your Fire Stokers, they get replenished every single time you craft, so it's infinite. It's not like you're limited on these. So yeah, the only thing is, if I do it like any of these achievements or the other way, I would require balancing. The alternative is that you can buy them, and the buying system will have to increase exponentially. So the first one can be bought for 4, then next one would be 16. I guess it would be 64, 120. I know that's not exponential anymore, but still, actually it would be exponential. So yeah, it would pretty much just be like that. And then, obviously, if you have any more creative new materials you want to give me, it can be literally anything, and I can, if it's appropriate, then I'll add it. And yeah, so everyone who helps out, like gives suggestions or anything like that, whenever I actually showcase this game, I'll put your name like somewhere in it. Probably like at the end, I'll just show everyone who helped, or if it's like an actual really good idea that you suggest, then I'll put it as I'm like suggesting it, or I'm talking about it in the actual video. No matter, that's pretty much it. Since I like this sound piece a lot, and we're gonna just play this music right now, and pretty much that's gonna be it for this live stream right now. Let's see, hopefully that brings me back to the stream. Oh geez, I did not mean to show off my YouTube studio right there. I think everything is fine. Oh, someone else joined me for a little bit. Look at that. No matter, that's going to end up this video right now. Thanks for watching for this second live stream in a row. I know it's kind of early in the morning for me, probably late at night for other people. But it's really cool to do these things. Again, answer those like discussion questions for this game in the comments, or just you can add me on Discord or anything like that. You can message me. Messages are open. So please just help me out with this. And this is the Flamespot signing out.